go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Juicy Couture, and this one called simply Juicy Couture. Brand that I haven't really spoken much about on the channel. I believe I spoke about Dirty English, which was on the men's aisle. This was launched before the hype of Viva la Juicy, which has a cult following and multiple flankers. I just popped into Fragrantica, of course, to go take a look at the note breakdown of this one for this video. And notice that this thing won 3 awards. 3. Now, obviously with awards, knowing that most award shows, especially in the fragrance game, are bought, I'm not expecting that would prove that it's a great fragrance. However, you know, it's always nice to see a fragrance doing successfully in the award shows. Now this one right here, we'll see what it has in store. Juicy Couture, at least the Viva la Juicy, I believe, is very synthetically sweet. Really, that's what it's known for. I actually haven't smelt it, at least taken the time to like kind of unbox it and sniff it kind of thing. Like I'm sure I've smelt it in passing and things like that because it's so popular. Now, before we get into anything, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, much appreciated. Merci beaucoup to all my returnees. Welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look at the note breakdown and see what we get out of this one before we start unboxing it. And I see a lot of florals and I see a lot of fruity nuances, and in the base we have that, well, I guess we call it the signature caramel. There's creme brulee in the base. We got vanilla, so a lot of sweetness there. So it might be a sweetness Oreo where you're getting sweetness at the top, we got sweetness at the bottom, and in the middle you got those florals. So at the top we got watermelon, passion fruit, green apple, mandarin for the citrus, fruity nuances mixed in with marigold, a floral, and then tuberose, lily, and rose hip in the mid. That's what I'm kind of expecting here, a sweet Oreo type of fragrance. And I don't mean like it's smelling like an Oreo, but like sweetness. And in the middle, we got some florals. This was released back in 2006. The nose behind this is Harry Fremont, which is an all-star perfumier. So let's unbox this thing. Let's take a look at it. And it has like that typical Juicy Couture look to it. You got the little medallion and everything. It does kind of remind me of Dirty English on the men's aisle in regards to it. But it has that Viva la Juicy kind of extravagant cap that kind of looks like a big ring, I guess, with a big stone on top. So let's delve into it. We're going to put it on strip as usual, and then we'll put it on skin to delve into it. So let's smell this one. It's been a while since I've smelled a Juicy Couture fragrance, so welcome back to the channel. Let's delve into it. Ooh. Probably the most synthetic watermelon note that I've ever smelt in my life. Smells like any candied watermelon note, and think of like candy watermelon, like a synthetic watermelon. Nothing, and watermelon's kind of hard to be authentic as a note, but this is definitely very candied. That's paired with like a shampoo like floral here. It's not doing very well starting off here, but let's put it on skin and let's see what we get. We're gonna cap it now. I'm done with you. It's time to do the decanting on that one shortly. And yeah, it starts off very sweet, that watermelon synthetic note paired with a shampoo-like floral. It's like a bubblegummy tuberose, if I ever smelt one. Not a very good one. Okay, so it's starting to mellow out here on my skin a little bit. So that synthetic fruitiness is burning off a little bit, but it's still very sweet. It's going more into the floral territory than anything, and you would assume that. I'm assuming sometimes with these fragrances, the sweetness from the base notes and the top notes kind of mesh together, and they kind of, you know, hold hands, that it's going to continue to be very sweet. I'm not getting any of this creme brulee, caramel, vanillic thing yet. It's going more floral, tuberose, lily, rose. So basically, this is the tuberose from what I'm getting here, with some sweetness, of course, around it. Nothing too crazy after the initial shock from the intro, so it does definitely mellow down to a proper floral scent. I do not get any creme brulee kind of feeling out of this release, at least at this early junction of an unboxing first impression. Again, these first impressions, unfortunately, I can't give you the dry down or anything in that sort of fashion, but I don't get creme brulee, nor do I get any caramelic hue, which were the interesting notes. Those are the ones that I would come to expect from a brand like this, that you'd get something like that. I thought, especially with the initial hit, I was going to get like a junction of like, okay, it's fruity, synthetic, and then it's going to go into a caramelic hue. I never got that. It really goes from synthetic, watermelon, fruity, and it's not just watermelon. There's there's at least one or two notes here that are synthetically fruity, but at that point, I can't really pinpoint it. It can be passion fruit, green apple, whatever. I'm not getting any nuances from those fruity notes, unfortunately, but I thought I'd be getting a super sweet thing in the back end, but after the initial shock, it's more floral than anything, to be quite honest. There's a little bit of a vanilla hue coming through now, backing the florals, but it's more of a traditional perfume in the back end than what I was kind of expecting, more of a childish caramel gourmand kind of thing. I'm not getting any of that. At the end of the day, Juicy Couture, the initial release, not as popular as Viva La Juicy, and maybe for good reason. The note breakdown made me think it was going to be in the same realm. It's just not as popular as the Viva, but it really isn't showing any of that creme brulee caramel thing. It's more of a vanillic tuberose with a couple more florals in there, with some really sweet synthetic fruity thing in the front end, and that's pretty much it. It's okay, but it's highly forgettable and makes kind of sense. Like when you're thinking about Juicy Couture, I really, as far as scent profiles, a lot of people aren't talking about this one. They're really going straight to the Viva one. So I'm sure many people started off with this one, perhaps in their journey. So there is some sort of, I'm sure some people are going to click on this video and go, oh, I remember that one, or I really like that one. It was my signature scent back then. I can see it. I was just actually kind of shocked that it wasn't as childish as I thought it was going to be, especially with that initial hit. I was like, oh, I know where this is going. No, I didn't. So Juicy Couture, again, okay, but forgettable in regards to the branding. I don't think this is one of their better scents. Now, this one is available at Fragflex. That's where I got this one. Go check out fragflex.com. You can use my code TFG10. You get 10% off site-wide. That code does not expire, so definitely go check out Fragflex. Keep that coupon code in your back pocket. You can utilize it as much as you want. Again, it is site-wide, so you don't have to buy this particular release. You can buy anything on the website. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? You don't have to go sign me. Go, let us know what you think about this release. The more stories, the better, of course, in the comments. Absolutely love seeing stories in regards to particular scents. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good